Hi, I'm Andre and I'm a black nerd, and man, movie trailer time was hilarious. Toy Story 4 drops a trailer and it looked super cute and everyone was talking about it. We're like, oh my gosh, the toys are back. We were all about to have our awes and nostalgia feels and discussions all about Toy Story 4, and we did for about a good 17 minutes. And then that Detective Pikachu rolled up and was like, hey everybody, I just crashed the party, Pika-Pee! This freaking detective just like popped up, and I had to talk about that detective. Make sure you check that video out if you haven't seen it. You know Disney had to be upset. They were like, really? Warner Brothers, you're gonna do this right now when we just put out Toy Story 4? You couldn't wait till like Tuesday or Wednesday? All right, we gonna remember that, Warner Brothers. Y'all got Aquaman coming up in December, right? Methinks Marvel needs to drop a trailer out in December. Watch like December like 16, 17, 18 something. They could be like, oh, what's this Avengers trailer? Have fun with Aquaman. It's already a rant. I'm already ranting. My rants now decided. So in case you haven't seen it, I'll put a link somewhere in the description or the thing, the eyeball or whatever. But if you haven't seen it, the toys are bouncing around. They're happy. There's music playing in the background there because they have clouds all in the air. Everyone is all super happy and sweet. You're seeing Woody, you're seeing Buzz, you're seeing Jesse, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, Slinky Dog, Ham, Rex, they're all there. The little alien guy, ooh. And then all of a sudden at the very end, there's a freaking spork, like a Kentucky Fried Chicken, a KFC spork at the end with googly eyes on him and these little like yarn hands, and he's all like, I'm not a toy! Oh, what am I doing here? I'm not a toy! Knocks everybody down, they all start falling over, and I guess that's gonna be part of the premise of Toy Story 4. They put out like a little like press release or like a little quote basically saying that yes, this is the new character, Forky. Even though he's a spork, I don't want to be all actually on you, Disney Pixar, but that is a spork, not a fork, so he should really be called Sporky. But Bonnie, who if you remember from Toy Story 3, that's the little girl that Andy gave all his toys to in that last scene. That I was so glad I was wearing 3D glasses because it made me cry. But anyway, sorry, I had flashbacks. And when they were in that freaking the garbage and they thought they were gonna light on fire, and at the time we thought that was the last Toy Story, and I'm like, are they really gonna do this? That movie, man. Anyway, Forky is apparently this character that Bonnie like put together and turned into a toy. And now he's an actual toy. He can live. And now he's hanging out with the other toys, but he's all like, I'm not a toy. I don't need to be here. I need to be in a kitchen. I should be putting my spork side inside of some mashed potatoes and gravy from KFC or some coleslaw. And I'm really intrigued about this because I'm not gonna lie, this kind of hits me at home just a little bit. Look, my parents, they worked hard. They took care, they provided. But they weren't rich. They weren't giving me every single toy that was out there. They weren't giving me every single video game that was out there. They did what they could, and I had some toys. But sometimes when you want some new stuff, you just had to improvise. So you just kind of look around the house and you go, that looks toy-shaped enough, I'll play with that. So combs, brushes, radios, or you would go to the dollar store, the flea market and stuff like that, and you would just find whatever stuff that was cheap that your parents be like, okay, yeah, you can get that. Going into service merchandise and Sears catalogs and cutting out toys and then acting like they toys, taking like the playing pieces of a board game, like your figures, and pulling those out, you taking that out and playing like it's a toy. Don't you judge me. You do what you can. No matter what your income bracket is, if you can find a way to have fun with what you got around you, you do that, all right? Yeah, man, I used to be a kid who used to be in his bedroom all the time with whatever he had around him, playing around with a bunch of toys and talking to himself. Some things never change. So I think there could be a lot of fun with that concept. Are they gonna try to teach us a lesson that no matter what you're made of, whether you're made in a factory, manufacturer, or some kid creates you, if they like to play with you, you are a toy. Therefore, people with different backgrounds can still have the same purpose. That could be a cool lesson. Or it could be the lesson of you were expected to be this one thing, but now that you're a toy, you have this new purpose in life and you accept that. That could be the lesson. There's a lot of cool stuff here. You can see the layers starting to form, and that makes me go like, okay, yeah, now I want a Toy Story 4. And then Tom Hanks apparently did some interview where he was all like, bring the hankies on this one, and I'm like, oh no, I can't. Why, Toy Story, why? Let's put out another teaser trailer. Ducky and Bunny. This carnival chicken and this carnival bunny voiced by Key and Peele. They're back, baby, or they probably recorded this back when they were doing Key and Peele and now the movie's actually finally coming out. But either way, they're back, baby. And what was really awesome about the Key and Peele clip, I'm pretty sure this was intended. It's pretty much an animated version of their sketch when they were the two valet parking people and they were always talking about movies and stuff. They were always talking about Liam Neeson and stuff like that and going all crazy like, oh man, did you see that movie, man? So I'm pretty sure that was the intent, that was the plan behind this, so I thought that was a really cool meta thing to do. Now, I don't want to try to figure out the movie. I want to see the movie as it is. I don't want them showing too much because I want to be surprised. But I'm just saying. Toy Story 2. We had the prospector. He wanted to go to the museum in Japan. Woody was all like, nah, I'm good. And Prospector got mad, tried to stop him. Prospector ended up being the villain. Toy Story 3, the toys get accidentally donated to the preschool. And then old Lots of Hugging Bear or whatever, he comes out and he's all like, hey, this is my place and you're all good here. And then you find out he's running that place like a prison and they can't leave. Turns out to be the villain. So I'm not trying to toy profile here, but I'm just saying, to carnival toys pinned up to a wall, and they can only go home if they're won by someone at the carnival, and they're gonna eventually meet Woody and Buzz, who are toys who have a home. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to predict the movie. I could be completely wrong. I'm just throwing that out there. That would actually be kind of an interesting twist if the comic relief characters ended up being the villain in this movie. Whoa, would that be insane? And Key and Peele being the bad guys? I mean, you know, Peele did make Get Out, so he's good with the evilness in there. Then Catherine Keener can come out and use Sporky to stir a tea to hypnotize Woody and Buzz. This is my purpose. Yeah, man, Toy Story 4 looks tight. I want to see it. I mean, I know we didn't really see a lot of it, but I'm hyped about it. I'm pretty sure this trailer came out because they're going to show it before Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2. Review coming soon. But yeah, man, I'm stoked. Are you having fun with these? I'm loving ranting, reviewing, standing up and just randomly talking. This is fun. If you like this, make sure you are subscribed and also ring that bell to be notified if YouTube wants to do that for you. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000. Check me out, Piranha Plant Chomp. Yomp.